Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Badger Call. My guest today is Michael Cooper. Not only have we got Michael Cooper on today, this is a two-part special, as Michael is two-thirds of the Shower Time Club with me and Nick Mann. And a very special feature, we'll be dialing Nick in a bit later on, and we'll be revealing our all-time 11 best shower buddies, and discussing our favourite shower gels and other shower-related activities. Which is a euphemism. But today, we're going to discuss Michael Cooper's life and times in cricket. Now, you've not been playing that long in the grand scheme of things, have you?
In the grand scheme of cricket.
Didn't play junior cricket.
No, I mean, in the grand scheme of cricket, I hear everyone else in the chain.
Would have been, I think, 7th or 8th season.
I think this would have been my 8th. Maybe, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of cricket, no, I haven't. I'm not really. I'm a newbie, really, at cricket.
Were you a cricket fan before you started playing cricket?
I liked watching it, and when I was a kid, my uncle kind of had it on the radio in the van and stuff when he used to drive around his van. So I knew of it, but only to like listen to England. It wasn't like I followed Derbyshire or anyone like that. It was genuinely just listening to England play cricket in the summer. I used to like playing in my nan's back garden with a tennis ball. That was literally my cricket.
Yeah.
I think it was just because my uncle listened to cricket. I listened to cricket as well. So it wasn't like I was surrounded by cricket people and like cricket family and stuff like that.
You were probably like me. You didn't play in school either.
No, there was nothing in school. It was all football. I played football.
Just football. Like pretty much every Derby school we don't play.
Yeah, exactly.
So you would have been 17, 18 when you started playing cricket.
I think I dabbled in cricket properly when I was 17 because there's a really weird link to how I even know people in Belper. Because I actually started playing indoor football at Willows because of Tim Stone. You know Tim Stone?
I don't know Tim Stone, yeah. Played a few games.
Yeah. So he was a stepbrother of my friend at secondary school, and I got to know Tim better awkwardly than the mate that I went to school with. And I used to play indoor football with him, and that's how I got to know like Wheatos and Fairy and that lot. And then one day it was just a case of, "Oh, Mike, do you want to play indoor cricket?" I was like, "Oh, all right." And I played a game, and apparently I could bowl. Like it bounced in the right place for a start.
Bounced on the green
and that was that. Yeah, it pretty much stayed in line. So apparently that meant I could play cricket. So
yeah, I think that's like you said, 21, can't you? Like as long as you land it in within a couple of yards of this space.
Yeah. So I think I did a season of indoor cricket. Still not aware that cricket existed outside of that. Like I was completely oblivious that there was a world of cricket, like local clubs and stuff. I used to go for walks in Derbyshire, drive straight through Belper. Didn't know there was a cricket pitch there because I knew there was a football pitch there. Because of the sign for the football.
Up your way, where you grew up, there's not a lot of cricket. There's not a lot of cricket clubs around there, and the ones what are around there, they're pretty hidden away. So clubs like Derby Commons and Rosehill Mets, who are probably closest to.
I think.
To Sinfin.
Yeah.
They're both the grounds are next to each other, but they're properly hidden away. It's not like being out in the country where you can see the cricket grounds.
Other than potentially, I mean, Aston's not far away, and Tutbury, but they're quite far out. You'd have to go and search for them. I didn't even know there was a thing. I didn't know there was a thing playing cricket at a junior level or even at our level. Nobody in the family ever did. So if you're not in the cricket world, you don't know. And I kind of wish I had known about it a little bit. But
I think that's an interesting point that if getting inner city people into cricket, that there are cricket clubs around, even in Derby, not just Derby, even in suburbs, that there are a lot of cricket clubs around.
I think now you've got your quick cricket, haven't you? Like I see kids all the time, they're into cricket, and as soon as they play quick cricket at school, they learn a few things. You tell them, oh, by the way, go down to the local cricket ground. Boom, they're in cricket. But even just what we're talking, 15, 20 years ago. All right. It wasn't a thing, was it?
No. I grew up in that era where you had to go and find it yourself. Yeah. You didn't hear of any. I mean, the quick cricket was still going on then, but you had to find the clubs to play it. It's like it wasn't advertised. You couldn't get it.
If you didn't know about it, you couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I knew because my stepdad played cricket.
Oh, there you go.
And that's the only reason I started watching cricket. I watched cricket for about a year, and I brought my first bat. And like I did play in the back garden. Like me and my mate, we didn't know the rules. We just played until we got out. Like you only get out by getting bowled or caught because we didn't know what the rules were.
I'll be genuinely honest. I think the only reason I bowl and why I lack some people's standard of batting skill is because only child, nobody in the family played cricket. I just bowled at a wall. This is really sad. I drew stumps with chalk on my nan's wall. I just bowled with a tennis ball. That's all you can do when you as a single wanting to play cricket.
I was similar. When I first took an interest in cricket, I was living up at Willington.
Oh my God, around the corner from me.
Yeah. Again, there's no real clubs around there.
No, there's nothing.
Hilton down the road, maybe.
I was going to say there's Hilton, yeah.
But at the time, like my parents were going through a divorce, and I was living with my stepdad, and we had the big field. Our house backed onto the big field in Willington, and we did the same. We went and drew some stumps on the public toilets there, like on the outside, not in the toilets. And I just went and bowled, and sometimes got my sister out to come and have a bat and try and bowl at me, and she used to bat and get me out all the time.
I think genuinely the only time I played cricket when it wasn't even just that indoor cricket for a laugh was when I used to go on a summer holiday. We used to rock up at the cottage or wherever, and you used to get, the little beach stumps you used to get. You used to first thing in the garden, right?
That is tall.
Yeah. And it'd be me, my dad, my uncle, sometimes my mum, and we'd just play cricket in that garden. And that was my summer holiday. That 2 weeks we played cricket. But again, that was all it was. It was just a little throw the ball, can I get somebody out?
I went on holiday. I did the same when we went to Skegness with my dad and his wife's family. And I was the only person who played cricket. And that's the longest I've ever batted. I batted for about 3 weeks. Nobody getting it. I was hitting him over caravans and running 300 while I was trying to find the ball. And then bowling out.
I never played anywhere where I could smack the ball. It was only ever a garden. If you hit over the edge, you were out. So
did you have a big gap on like the offside on the left side where you can just hit it?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, to sum up, the only cricket I ever had was my uncle telling me he used to play cricket at his school when he was 16. And my one bit of bowling advice was, when you bowl, try and get your arm to brush your ear. That was the only thing I was ever taught.
Yeah, I saw that.
Not where it pitches, nothing about that. Just flick your ear with your arm and you're kind of bowling.
So basically, Belper Meadows is your cricketing career.
I think that's why I keep playing, because people are like, "Well, Mike, what are you going to leave when you're Sheffield?" Which was like 3 years ago now. And then when new players join, and I say, "Look, I've got to get home and live in Sheffield," they're like, why are you playing here? It's just it is where I've come to play cricket. So
when as a newcomer to cricket, when you first came down to Meadows, did you go to Winter Nets first, or did you go down with the season already on?
No, it was Winter Nets first, because I think Winter Nets and indoor cricket season can run parallel, don't they?
Yeah.
So I think Wheato said come to some nets, and it was at that point Meadows were still doing the Derbyshire nets. Yeah. So for me that was like, oh my God. So I went with him.
Professional.
Yeah. Walked in, I was like, literally like the nets, the noise. I was like, oh my God, what is this? And then I've had a couple of balls, not knowing anybody other than Wheatos really. and fairy. I had a couple of bowls and it stayed straight. I think I knew Boise. I didn't know Boise. Oh yeah, no, I knew Boise as well. And Boise just handed me a piece of paper. And I went, what's that? He went, just sign it and you can be part of the club. I was like, well, yeah, but I don't want. I'm not. Look, I can't play cricket. And he went, just sign the piece of paper. So I signed it, and that was.
That was probably the last year where it used to be like actual signing on forms.
I think it was. I think it was 2012.
Yeah,
I think it was.
I think they pretty much went online the year after that. All online.
Yeah, I think I played like 2 cricket matches outdoor, and they were for the Spotted Cow.
All right, Thomas.
So what?
So the first time you went and met with Medders, the first time you went for a net with Medders, was that the first time you ever used a hardball?
No. So I think that's what I mean. I think I had 2 or 3 games with the Spotted Cow.
Yeah.
Because we said, look, this is a pub team, and I think to be fair to him, he did think just let him have an experience of it. And I think one of the first games was at Lullington, and I was amazed, for that to be one of my first places to play cricket. The cakes and the teas and stuff that was there, and I actually also got a wicket. And I went absolutely mental, and everyone just stood there. And in reflection, I'm like, "Oh God, what did I do?"
Do you remember your first wicket?
Yeah. It was at Lullington. My first actual.
How did you get? Did you bowl him? Was it caught?
I think bowled him. Yeah, bowled him. Bowled him off stump.
Good effort.
Or middle. Might have been middle pad. I can't remember. But it was I definitely bowled him, and it was my first ever wicket, ever outdoor. And I was like, yeah, gave it the big one. And everyone went, why is he giving it the big one? We just have to explain it was my first ever wicket.
Just a friend, because it's just a friendly to everyone else. But you play cricket to win, don't you? So.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's never ever friendly cricket. I can remember my first wicket was a caught on bowl, so it actually turned out to be my first ever catch as well.
Not fair enough.
It was in about my third or fourth game, and I dropped about 3 catches the week before. They kept putting me in mid-off, and I couldn't catch a ball at the time. I've got quite a safe pair of hands now, but
I will be honest. I can't remember my first Medders wicket. I know it was in the thirds, and I know Phil Hudson, who was my first captain. He didn't let me bowl for the first couple of games because he understood that I hadn't played cricket properly, even though I think at that point I was like, I must have been 21. No, 20. And, for a 20-year-old to be rocking up and in the thirds, never played cricket before, I imagine it's quite strange.
Yeah.
So he kind of he just told me to field. And I think after a couple of games, I think he gave me just like the last 2 overs to bowl for a couple of games. And I just slowly, every couple of matches, he just introduced me that little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I think by the end of the first season in the thirds, I think I was opening for him. So, to be fair, Phil's done a job for me to help me play cricket properly.
Yeah, I think when you are built into it, you do get that little bit more confidence, don't you? When you get that little bit more experience. It's completely different bowling a ball at the end of an inning to opening the bowling with a shiny new ball.
Oh yeah. When I was first bowling, my biggest thing was, can I keep it straight? Well, to be fair, I still think that now, but there's nothing about where is it pitching, where is it, how fast is it. It was just, can I just get it to the stumps? And that was all I tried doing.
Yeah.
And at the age of 20, I mean.
I think I faced you me and Jim were talking about it the other day. I think I faced you in 2014, I think it was. It was 14 or 15.
There was some good seasons bowling.
And you were playing for seconds, and you bowled a spell at me. You bowled a spell at Little Ian at the time, at Medders, when we bowled Medders up for 95, and then I think you got 5 for. But you were bowling some in-duckers that day, and Mitch was stood up to the stumps, and now they were going through me. When you just expect to hear the sound of wood behind you, and I just don't know how they were missing.
Oh, I'm glad you remember that more, because I don't remember that. this is
There's
actually one thing I
there's
don't like.
I always remembered you as a bowler after that, like,
Oh.
because you know you always, when you face someone, you're thinking, I don't want to face them again. Then
Right.
when you play against the year after, you're like, right, he's going to bowl in duckers at, like, little in swingers at me. But yeah, like, yeah, that was one of the best bowler I've actually ever faced. And then to learn not that long later that you don't even play cricket for about 2 years.
Oh yeah, that would, yeah. If we're talking 2014, 2015, seriously, that's my second proper season of cricket.
Yeah, it would have been Jim, or it would have been someone like Jim I'd been talking to when I joined Meadows, when I found out
Yeah.
that you hadn't been playing cricket that long.
What you're saying there, Morgs, really, is that I've got natural talent.
The Division 6.
Yeah, fair point.
I think it was Division 7 at the time, actually.
Yeah, I think it was set. If it was around that time, I think it was 7.
Yeah, it would have been.
Did you say I got 5?
I'm sure someone said, yeah, you got 5.
Because I don't know who my first 5 was against. And was it a sunny day or not?
Yeah, it was a really nice day.
Was Farney playing?
Yeah.
That might be my first 5. I'm going to have to look at that now.
Mitch was playing. Mitch was definitely playing. Harry Trent was playing.
I don't know.
The only reason I know Harry Trent was playing is because I put him in Pornson's, and then he got me out. I tried to introduce him further. I tried to into the high street.
Oh, I'm going to have to look at that now. So I might, yeah. Anyway.
I'll message Nick and just get him to go.
Yeah, tell Nick to have a look.
But yeah, that was a decent spell. That was a decent spell of bowling.
Yeah, I did. To be fair, looking back, I do feel like 2014, 15 were where I was still concentrating.
Yeah.
Really hard on what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, been 2 years, 3 years to get to be opening bowling. I was really aware that I had to keep that, and I was really proud of it, regardless of what division it was. And I wanted to keep doing it, so I was really trying hard.
I think what Jim said in the interview was that he'd opened the bowling with you at the wrong end and took you off, and then came brought you back on later. And it was the second spell that I faced.
Yeah. See, I actually hate a second spell. I don't like a second spell. I don't mind it, but at that time I hated it. I was probably
MJ's the same. You very rarely bring MJ back on. Like he could be fit as a fiddle and bowl 14 overs, but he can. If you bowled him 7 overs, you couldn't bring back him for another 7 because he just seizes up.
Yeah.
Loses all his rhythm.
I think it's also that's the batting style changes. That it's a bit more attacking, and I do struggle when batsmen attack.
Yeah, but like you said, because you haven't played that long, you've not got the experience of facing of bowling at that sort of. So that's probably why T20 is not your sort of game.
Nah, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Whereas in like a 46 over game, when you open the bowling, you can dictate the pace more. You can bowl to your own plans.
Yeah, totally agree. I think I enjoy looking at the scoreboard at the first 10, 15 overs, knowing that I've had not necessarily I've controlled it because it's a team, obviously, but that I've had some sort of influence on the pace of the game.
Yeah.
And then if I bowled a longer spell, and it was like we got to drinks and we were on 60 or 70 at Meadows.
Yeah.
Even if I hadn't got any wickets, I thought, yeah, all right, that's really good. We've really gotten down there, and I feel like I've helped the team out.
Yeah, I think that's where some people, and I refer back to MJ, like some people think it's all about wickets, especially when you're bowling first, they think it's all about wickets.
Yeah.
If you can really, really reduce that run rate early on, put serious pressure on later in the innings, where people will pick up wickets with people who are more attacking bowlers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I know, and everyone knows, I'm not a person who you rock up and he's going to skittle your wickets every match. But I'd like to think I'm someone who, on the most part, can keep a run rate down if I open. So
yeah, where you can.
I think that's how we got promoted from Div 8. So when I was playing for Phil, I was doing these outswingers that were very close to touching wide a lot of the time. But Phil knew that as keeper, and it just choked the batsman. And I just went.
The best thing you can take as a captain is if someone can bowl to pretty much the same ball every ball, because you can set a feel to it. You know what they're going to bowl. If some people can be a lot more threatening with taking wickets, but you can't set a feel to them because you don't know what delivery they're going to go to bowl.
And again at that time, like you say, been playing cricket. Well, not really playing cricket. I was just concentrating on bowling a stock ball. So at that time in the thirds, I just concentrated on that ball. Didn't change anything. I think my really low, and I think that helped us get points because we just stopped teams getting so many runs.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of juniors need to think about. Like, don't like it doesn't bother me if someone tries to run in a bowl quick as they can. I quite like that in a junior.
If you can,
but try and run in a bowl as quick as you can in the same spot.
Yeah. Funny enough, every time I've taken loads of wickets, we've lost.
Yeah.
I don't think, apart from maybe once or twice, I don't think I've ever taken 4, 5, 6, 7 wickets and we've won. I think we've only won twice when I've taken quite a lot. And it's not about that. So
you're going to put your
certainly not lower
in there.
Hey?
You're going to get your Osler plug in there.
Well, I didn't mention it. That was you mentioning it. But yeah, that 7 for 14 was pretty decent.
7 for 15. They got the scorecard wrong. I scored that game.
7 for 14, Morgs. It's 7 for 14.
Those things I can get the scorebook. I've got to get the scorebook. I don't make mistakes on scorebooks.
That was a good. I like that. That 7 for that. That's the most I've ever taken as well, actually. And I think we got promoted that year, and I think that game helped us get into second. I think that pushed us to second place.
We finished third, and then someone dropped out, so we got.
Yeah, so it was that game made us move to third, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we didn't know at the time that we were promoted. Can you imagine the scenes if we'd known that at the time?
Yeah. I think the best bit about that spell was just we got away from Aldsworth quickly.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Aldsworth, and I think I'm going to share this with you.
No longer in the Derbyshire Cricket League.
Are they not?
No. I was looking Badgering the other day, and I was looking through a fixture card. I was like, that down in near our division. I'm like, where's Aldsworth? And I flicked through a few pages, and they just had no fixtures anywhere. So I went on there play cricket, and they moved to the South Nottinghamshire League.
Thank God.
They're on the board. They're on the border there. But
I've always felt like they're quite.
Thank God for that. Shit tea, shit ground.
And I am going to tell you something now because otherwise we're going to say what I mentioned. I missed a run out twice from literally that far.
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
No, I don't actually tell the story.
Well, it's also off my own bowling. So I've bowled one. It's come straight. I can't remember if it's come straight back to me or someone's chucked it in, and I've caught the ball. And all I needed to do was turn round, and I could have touched it, and he'd have been out. Yeah. And I decided to chuck it, missed it.
Nice, good effort.
Next over, I did exactly the same thing. I did it twice.
That's impressive.
And you can imagine George Hudson's reaction. He's done it again. Fuck no, he's done it again.
We played up at Aldsworth. I played there. It was quite a long time ago. It was a good 10 years ago. And I pinged one out to the boundary, and the bloke's not even fielded it yet. So I've come back for the second run, and I must have picked him. He had like a Freddie Flintoff arm, and he picked it up. And I'm pretty quick between the wickets. And he's picked it up, and pinged it, and he's in the keeper's gloves above the stumps, and I'm still halfway down the track. And he's gone like an absolute... You know when you see a ball going through the air, you're like, I'm out here. And I've never seen his name on the scorecard since. Troy never played after that. He's pinged it. He was like absolute bullet arm.
See, that's one of the things that annoys me about my game. Like I've got no arm, which is why I run so hard in the field.
There is a question about that later. We'll get on to that.
Oh.
There is a question about that.
Oh no.
So we'll move on. So obviously, Belfast Meadows is your cricketing career. What would you say your favourite Belfast Meadows moment is?
I think playing for Meadows, my favourite cricketing moment. It has to be. But it's going to sound selfish, but as a bowler, it has to be my first fifer, my first big sort of milestone playing like bowling. For like we said, like we already discussed about me not playing cricket. For me to get a fifer, I don't remember many cricket games. You know when people say, "Oh, you remember this lad?" Remember, like you've just said, you remember facing me. I don't remember people who I bowl against. I just rock up and bowl and try and win. Yeah. But I do remember getting my fifer. Again, I couldn't tell you who it was against. It potentially sounds like it could have been against Little Eton for all I know. But I just remember getting the fourth and fifth wicket was amazing. It was fun at both. It was mid off or whether he swapped. But I remember watching the ball go into his hands for that fifth one. And because everyone knew me and knew I hadn't got one before, everyone just came in and celebrated. It wasn't to finish the game off, but they just came and crowded me, and it was just such a good feeling to think I've actually achieved a milestone bowling here. So it's got to be my father.
It is a really good feeling when you when you get it. I mean, I've got three fifers. Like I was always just like the person who took like 3 wickets, like every game.
Yeah.
3 wickets.
Yeah.
Just consistently like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think there was one season where I took 3 for 21, 3 times. And like that was just what my figures were. Yeah. 7 overs, 3 for 21. So I'd have been like under 18, like the bowling restriction.
I was always somebody who got like 2 or 3, and up until last season or the season before, Boise pointed out that if I get 4, I get 5, and I did have that for a couple of seasons, and then I've ruined it.
You got a few drop catches off your bowling though. You have a fair few drop catches off your bowling.
No comment. That's bait.
I think more than any bowler that I've seen in the seconds, you have the most drop catches off your bowling.
Yeah, I mean, I do get frustrated sometimes. It's the ones that go up in the air. I feel like there's a lot that go in the air off me sometimes. Especially second spells. When I come on and they're attacking, and it goes up in the air, but they've hashed at it, or it's a massive edge up in the air.
Yeah,
it's those drop ones. I don't know whether it's because it's the end of the match, and it's fatigue, it's lack of concentration, or whatever. But I do feel like a lot of my drop catches are towards the end. But then also, the swinging ball, they're tough slip and wicket keeper catches for the division we play, aren't they? So
yeah. And if you can take slip catches regularly in Division 6, then you're probably playing below your standard.
I mean, I have played a couple of first team games, like friendly games at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And I think I've got 2 or 3 wickets in both the friendlies I played for the first, because they went to slips and they went to people like Dutch, who just is insane with pitches.
When you go up and watch like the first team or play in the first team, when you see like J Rowe, Nick, and Rob Paul and slips, and they just take the catches, and then obviously
I mean, it would be interesting. Not now. I mean, Div 2's a step. It's too far for me. But when we were like Div 4, maybe Div 5, Div 4, obviously I couldn't get in because there was Jonesy just bowling like it was a bloody yo-yo. He was under his spell. But it'd have been interesting to see how many I'd have been able to pick up with that.
Yeah, keeper stood up and a better fielding, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't through. It's not through a poor fielding side. It's just the opportunity probably doesn't come as much as in the first team. So when it does go up the slips, it's like, oh shit, hang on. Whereas in the first, I imagine it goes to slips more frequently because the shot that's being played.
Yeah, it's more correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So going on, I know you've got it written down. So what is your favourite cricketing moment?
Yeah, this one's a tough one because, like you say, I got into cricket a bit late. I think my favourite cricket moment is when I went to go and watch a Test match at Trent Bridge.
Yeah.
I think it was 2013 against West India. West India. Who's West India?
West
West
India.
Indies. um,
I'm
I, I,
sure
I
West,
think me.
sure West India is a dock in London.
It was. I took me, Wheatos, Adam Wheatcroft, and Dan Kelly of all people to Nottingham for the day, and we went to go and watch.
That's a crowd of people.
Yeah, it was a bit. It was yeah, and
That's a party.
we went to go watch England West Indies, and it was just amazing. Like, you know, I think Strauss was batting. Kemar Roach was bowling.
Good play.
And honestly, I don't think I saw the ball for 2 hours because it was just 90 odd mile an hour. Strauss screaming it. Where's it gone? It was such a good day out though.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably my first proper cricket match I went to as well. And that's where I realised that you just kind of sit in the sun with a beer and the cricket happens to be playing.
Is that where you realise that this is the sport for you?
I think that's where I realised that you can make it as serious or as laid back as you want it to be.
Yeah.
But it's the skill level. It was the skill level that day that got me.
Yeah.
That you just couldn't. We were sitting. I don't know what pavilion it is, but we were sitting along the wicket, and you just couldn't pick the ball at all.
Yeah, ridiculous into that. I was at Trent Bridge in the Ashes in 2005, and watching Simon Jones bowl at the time. He was bowling +9, like 90 plus, and I was like, "Am I drunk or can I just not see the ball?" Like, he was ramming. Brett Lee bowled that day.
Oh.
And yeah, and you saw the face, and you don't realise how far the keepers stand back. And you're like, back on the 30-yard.
Oh yeah,
taking them there.
That's what I noticed. Yeah, how far back the keeper is, and how the ball travels. Just yeah.
Yeah, I went last year to watch Australia v West Indies in the World Cup, and like Mitchell Stark bowling, and there was like slight touches of the ball, and it's like in the stands. Bloody hell. Yeah, it just looks dangerous. I just wouldn't want to get it at my hands more than anything.
I bet you'd find me nowhere near that. You'd find me nowhere near any of that.
No, even down like third man, like
no.
Like the pace of the ball, because they've got to see it off the bat, come off the bat throwing. You've got to react to that pace up. Like straight
I'll
away.
admit, any person who can bat, and I don't mean international, I mean our level as well. Any person who can bat to a bowler bowling fast is a wizard. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I've stood at the other end at our own training sessions with no understanding of how you understand where the ball's going to be. And I'm just stood there like, it's gone.
I'm just going to play the same shot.
Yeah. I do think that batsmen are just wizards. Bowlers just stand and bowl, don't they? Just go again.
Well, Jim raised the point the other day that you're the first bowler that we've had on this show.
I'm sure someone will come on quickly who's a better standard.
Yeah, I got Paul Allen on Sunday.
Cheers, thanks for that. Does that mean I can give a bowling perspective to everything of cricket?
Yeah, you're currently the bowling expert of this show.
Excellent. Yes. Nick's going to turn this off now.
Bowl away fingers.
Waste fingers.
So so is Test match cricket your favourite form of cricket in the professional game?
I don't particularly like the debate about which form is better. You know, it's all cricket, isn't it? It's different formats, and it's to appeal to as many people as possible. T20s clearly for the kids and for the people getting into cricket, because that came. Let's be honest, T20 cricket came alive alongside quick cricket for the kids.
Yeah,
that might have been a coincidence. It might not have been, and it gets kids into it, and then you learn the game.
Well, it's what
you get into the one day.
What they play as well at the junior level. They play 20 over cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does have. I think playing junior T20 cricket. Not that I've ever played it. I think it can affect how people bat. I think it can affect approaches.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people try and smack it as far as they can at the moment.
I'd love to see like a change in junior cricket where they play on a Sunday or even a Saturday, even a
I
Saturday
think
as
I
well.
think they need to experience a slightly longer game.
And
No, I'm
play
not talking all day, but just a can you stay in kind of game.
If they played like 40 overs against each other,
Yeah,
they might learn that. Like you say, like if they're playing 20-20 cricket, they
yeah,
need to go and score runs quickly. But
yeah.
if they're playing,
Genuinely, when I'm teaching the kids, because I do it like a cricket club at school, where we've won a tournament a couple of times. All I say to the kids bowling, who have never bowled before, if you get it in line with the stumps, you hit the stumps, because kids just swing at the ball.
Yeah.
And then all I say to the batsman is, if it's on your stumps, just pat it away, unless you know you can hit it. If it's not on your stumps, go crazy.
Yeah, you miss our hit.
Simple as that.
Yeah, totally agree. To go into that, do you teach a lot of cricket in your school?
Yeah, I do. I do, and it's normally this time that I start it. I normally start a cricket club in sort of April time, because there's always a quick cricket tournament for schools around June, end of June, and yeah, I just hold it after school clubs. I normally get 10, 15 kids that rock up. You normally get 4 or 5 who have played cricket in the past, and the rest don't know what just have never played it and want to. Yeah. And I just spend the first month fielding. I don't even get the bats out.
Yeah, just getting catching balls.
Just getting yeah, and I do the drills we do.
It's 75% of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, we won we won a tournament last year because we took catches.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about 10-year-olds. It's no different.
It doesn't matter if it's Dynamo cricket, All-Star cricket, quick cricket, or World Cup finals. Catches win matches.
You know they're going to hit the ball, and you know the 10. So it's not very often they're going to hit it for a boundary when it's a 10, when it's a quick cricket ball and a plastic bat. It's probably going to go in the end and get caught. So I do a month of catching, then I get the bowling and batting and do it together, and little drills. So it is fun. It's good, and it helps me feel like I do know what I'm talking about a little bit. I'm not saying I'm a wizard of junior cricket, but strip it down to the absolute basics.
I did the coaching last year with the juniors. That I feel like I know a lot about cricket. Like, after I played a lot longer than you. But yeah, it's amazing what you do. You do know, and what you've picked up from individuals.
Oh yeah.
Just basic things what people have said in the past. You're like, I can see what they're saying there.
I mean, even in batting, I mean, I try and avoid helping the kids bat as much as possible. Look at our bat, but I tell them how, unless they're showing that they can really hit a ball, then I'll start talking to them about which balls to think about hitting and which ones to not. But for most of them, it's just about, can you actually hit the ball because of your hand-eye coordination, which is why I say to the bowlers, get it on the stumps, you'll probably get a wicket. Yeah. Simple. Keeping it so simple.
Is that the mantra you follow with your bowling in league cricket?
Yeah. If it's at the stumps, you might get him out.
Yeah.
And if it's not on the stumps, and he's gone for it, well, what a pillock. Whatever happens is his fault now.
Yeah, absolutely. So moving on, we'll move on to our Room 101 feature, where I get to play God and decide.
I'm a bit nervous for this.
Decide whether it goes in the bin or whether it stays in cricket.
You've agreed for quite a lot of people as well, haven't you? You've agreed for quite a lot.
Everyone's had 3 out of 3 so far. So I think it's because purely I hate cricket. I think I secretly hate cricket.
That makes me feel better then. And like you said, I'm the first bowler to come on, so bear that in mind.
So what is your first offering?
First offering, obviously we've got the whole point system, win draw. We've had that, so I'm not going to go down that route again. But that was on there. Scoreboards that count down the overs. What's that about?
Yeah, they're doing it wrong.
Doing it wrong, aren't they? So when you go out to bowl, 46 overs is already on the board.
Yeah. What?
Why is that on there?
We're not in the 46 over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's when it gets down to like the halfway point, where it's like 24. You're like, well, is that 24 gone or 24 to go?
Yeah. And I don't like it for numerous reasons. Playing the game, it's really hard to suddenly work out which over we're actually in. I know it's only simple maths, but when you're playing the game and you're concentrating on the game, it's just awkward.
Yeah.
2, anyone who rocks up to the game and sees that it's the 36th over and the team are I don't know, 40 for 1 is going to wonder what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's only ever happens at shit grounds with shit teams. So I think it's a mind game.
Yeah, I think this is an inbred thing. I think a lot of the problem is behind it, and the clubs will know. There's clubs will know who they are.
Oh, I hope they do.
But yeah, I totally agree. But it baffles me. It does.
Yeah.
You just because no one ever looks always looks at the scorecard. You just look for a quick overview, don't you, of where you are.
Yeah.
When you're on the pitch, you just look for a quick overview of where you're at. And when it gets to it is a big drive when it's in those middle few overs where you're like, well, is that how many gone or how many are left? And when you're playing as a captain, you're trying to figure out how many overs you need out of a bowler.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what friggin' over are we in? Like, do it properly.
I genuinely think part of it is a mind game because the teams that ever, I'm trying to think now, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I always think either the ground's horrible or the team aren't great. So I genuinely think it's just one way of just trying to off-balance the team.
Yeah.
And stress them out.
It's just too much.
It's not cricket.
Just too much math.
It's not cricket.
When you go what overwing, you have to do a mental arithmetic. To
exactly.
Figure out
the scoreboard is to show the information.
It's the worst one because some players say overs to go.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why the manufacturer did that in the first place. It's just the ones what say overs and they go all the way back because you have to flip loads of times to get.
Yeah. It's not even the type of scoreboard. Like you get the ones where you flick the numbers. That's still you don't gain anything from going backwards. If anything, it's more awkward. Yeah. So. Yeah. Backwards scoreboard.
Like if they're 2 overs to go, if they're 1 over to go, and they haven't changed the scoreboard yet. Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That can get in the bin.
Yes.
Inbred cricket. It's inbred cricket. That is. That's what it is.
I'm a bit more sceptical about the next two, whether you're going to agree with them. I'll be honest, Morgs.
Okay.
So, the coin toss.
Okay.
Right? That can sometimes determine the entire outcome of a game or whether a team goes up or down before you've even played cricket.
Okay.
Or start up, you're fighting for relegation or you're fighting for promotion. You need so many points. You do the coin toss even, and you get put in or whatever. The opponents can do that just so you don't get those points. What is the point of playing cricket for the day?
The Derbyshire Cricket League has changed that rule. So even if you lose the coin toss, you can still get 27 points, and you can.
Okay. Okay.
It did used to be the rule. They changed it a couple of years ago.
Oh, fair enough. Other reasons though is that I don't like the build up before a game. So you all go out and warm up, you do some fielding drills, and then your captain tells you, right, bowler's going to have a bit of a bowl, batsman going to have a bit of a bat. You get in the mindset, you get really pumped, you're bowling well, you're moving well, you get in your rhythm. Lads are batting. Right, okay.
This is where the argument where you should just be fielding. You should just do fielding drills before.
Yeah, but what if you are bowling first?
If you're not gone through the bowling motion.
Yeah, no, but I want to actually be bowling a little bit.
Yeah.
So I know it's one that's out there because it's very much part of cricket and it's been part of it for years. But I just don't like how, pardon the pun, up in the air it can be. And a bit, I don't know, it can just sway things a bit too much in my eyes. I don't know. It's just something I don't like. I don't like the anticipation of whether we're batting or bowling because if you lose the toss, you're already in a negative mindset, and you can feel it in the changing room. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter like what's happening. Oh, we've lost the toss, we're bowling, or we lost the toss, we're batting. Everyone goes, oh.
I usually make a point as captain of walking in and saying what we're doing.
Don't say it. Well, maybe it's more of a managerial thing or a mindset thing than the actual coin toss.
Every team's got their preference of what they like to do. But on the coin toss in county cricket, the away team gets offered the choice of whether they want a coin toss or whether they want to bat or bowl first, or which way around it is. Would you be in favour of something like that, where the away team turn up
And you have a choice.
Dude.
Yeah, I jotted down here that if you think about like when it's football, you have your home advantage. You just know you don't want to go and play away at Anfield or Old Trafford or something like that. I think that if you had that sort of thing, you rock up as the away team, and you have that option. It just, I don't know. It also, yeah, I'd be in favour of the away team at least having that choice of coin toss or not.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of takes away the home advantage, but
yeah,
then again, both teams have to bat and bowl on the same wicket.
True. I think the only other reason I don't like it, well, not that I don't like it, it's not something I get rid of. It's potentially just change. Is because you could play a team twice, and you could bat against them first twice.
Yeah,
that's a completely different game. Whereas if you both
in the county championship, it was brought in the 4-day game because some teams were preparing absolute batting tracks, and some teams were bowling absolute spinners paradises.
Yeah,
and that's why they brought in that rule.
I think that we can go to some places through no fault of their own. They don't have the time sometimes to do the grounds, or it's council grounds, or whatever. Yeah. You can rock up, see that it is literally a minefield, and you know that coin toss does affect whether you win or lose that day.
Especially when it's been raining.
Yeah.
In the morning before the game.
Yeah, I'm talking more your April games, your first 4 or 5 games of the season.
Yeah, you want to bowl first, don't you?
Yeah, and that's it. And as soon as you don't,
and then when it gets to July and August, you want to be batting first. Right?
Exactly. So yeah, I'm not for getting rid of it, and I quite like the idea of aways at least having to say, do you want to do the coin toss or not? I think that's fair. I think I could agree with that.
I'm going to kind of agree with you. I do.
Okay.
I do.
You're allowed to say no.
In local cricket is kind of needed. I think. I do like the thing of home advantage in local cricket. I think there can be some amendment. I think they could look at some amendments to spice things up. I think when it comes to like when we're playing the cup games, should that be offered to the away team? Trial it maybe in the cup games.
Because like you say, you
can go in the recycling bin for now.
All right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we're in agreement that there's a change that could be made to make it a bit more.
And I think your argument is supported by the county championship. I think it has worked quite well in the county championship, where
I didn't know that. So
like Somerset can't just basically make spinners paradises for Jack Leach.
Yeah.
They'll just go and bowl teams out in the 4th innings. Because obviously they're stronger teams, so they know that they're probably going to be batting first most times when someone comes to their ground. So yeah, it can go in the recycling bin. All
right, that's all right. I think my third one's going to be even more rejected than the recycling bin. Remember, I'm a bowler, okay? People having different bats, and I know there's a standard bat rule. I know there's a width and a thickness, and I know there's rules for it.
Yeah.
But there's a difference at our level between somebody who can afford a 500 quid bat and not a 500 quid bat, and that ball will go for 2 or 4, purely because of the standard of the bat that person's got. It doesn't matter higher up. It doesn't matter higher up because obviously you look at international players. You can give them a stump and they'd hit it for 4. But at our level, a different bat or a different grade of bat can really make a difference. And I think that's not fair just because you can pay for it. Or
you want like a Formula 2 sort of situation where everyone has the same.
Yes.
Everyone has the same equipment.
Basically. Yeah. So, and I know that brings up conversations because then you've got, you can have different cricket balls, blah, blah, blah. But the bowlers bowl with the same ball. The batsmen don't. The batsmen each have their own bat. So it's just an interesting one that I've thought about. Because it can be quite frustrating. Because you can see the clear difference in bat.
Yeah, I mean, someone who's got a 350 quid bat and a bat that I won what's worth 300 quid. Which I'm trying to sell because I don't use it. Anyone wants to buy it. Yeah. I can see your argument. I can see your argument. Probably not meant to agree with this one, but like quick cricket, I suppose they all use the same blue plastic.
They have the same bat. I understand that there's different weights of bats. I get that because people require a different weight of bat. That's the same in tennis, isn't it? Tennis rackets are slightly different weights for people.
I didn't know that, but
I think. But the tennis racket itself is pretty much the same. And you can tighten it and things like that. But a cricket bat, different thickness, different weight, or it can all be different. Long handle, that's fine for people like Jim who are Green Giant. I get that. It's the thickness of it. It's that
little midgets like me and Henson.
Yeah, it's that ping that only money can buy.
Yeah,
which I don't like.
Being a cashmere bat and an English oak, English willow.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Basically, a lot of the cheaper bats, the ones where you get in Sports Direct, are like made from cashmere willow. And that's why they're so cheap.
This is quite badger too.
And then you get the ones like Wheatos bat, for instance, is like, I think it's probably English willow, which is a lot better, basically.
Okay. But so do you understand? Do you at least see where I'm coming from with that?
I see where you're coming from. I'm not going to include it. It can stay. It can stay in cricket. But yeah, I do.
So you're happy with people who can spend the money to spend their money and look.
I mean, I've made the mistake of buying a 350 quid bat. And in my defence, I bought it in 2011 and I still use it, which 9 years for a cricket bat.
But no, that's fair enough.
I brought it as an investment. Some people go out and buy bats because they can go out and buy bats.
Yeah, that's different. An investment in a bat is different to going out.
I was going through £150 bats like no end. Like they just kept breaking, they kept cracking.
Fair enough.
So that's why I went and spent the extra money.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Investment. It wasn't anything to do with ability. I thought the bats I was hitting, the 150 quid bats were going just as far as what the I missed it with a 150 quid bat and I missed it with a 350 quid bat, so it's quite lasted 9 years.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've been injured for about 3 of them, so it's about 6 years old. But yeah, I can see your point. I can see your point of leveling the playing field.
Yeah, it'd be like if every bowler brought their own ball, shining it all day, shining it all night, bringing it.
Like winter nets.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, exactly. Who were the first people to kick off at winter nets? The batsmen, because bowlers have been shining their balls all winter. But you're allowed to bring your balls
and they get those cheap ones off eBay. What crap bats?
Yes, but that's the comparison, isn't it? I'm not allowed to. I'm given the ball, and the balls have got to be standard for everybody. Yes, there's differences, the seam and whatever, how well it shines, but that's the ball you're given. I can't bring my own ball that's perfect for how I want. So why can the batsman have a bat that's perfect for what they want?
I agree. They could do that. Maybe to brought that into like the 100-ball cricket. I mean, I don't really disagree with the 100-ball cricket. But maybe that's what they could have tried in that. Everyone has to wear the same gear.
Yeah.
There's already
I don't think it would make a difference in the in the professional game, but I'm talking our level. I think it would. I think it's something
it's hard to regulate though.
Oh yeah, it'd be ridiculous to do. I'm not saying we could do it, but it's food for thought. It's what would go in my room on it. Anyway.
On that basis, because of how hard it is to regulate and how hard it will be to bring it in, and deciding which bat it is what people use. I'm going to say no on this one. Fair enough.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll go out and bat next year with my 350 bat. So we'll move on. I'll get the Instagram questions up.
Oh.
We have got 7 questions.
Bloody hell.
One of them is you. Have you ever got a 50? Yes or no for this one?
Oh, yes or no? Oh, what? Yes.
Jamie Rowland wants to know, would you rather have dick for fingers or dicks for toes?
Dicks for fingers.
Oh, dick fingers.
Yeah. All day.
Yeah.
Easy.
Paul Allen wants to know, what's your pre-game breakfast?
Oh, now it's a bacon butty, and you know some of the lads will know what that means a bit more than others. That's all I'm going to say on that. Bacon butty is a good pre-game dinner, breakfast. Yeah,
totally agree with. That's what I have on the wagon.
Nice. And my bacon butties are at home. Keep them in there.
Yeah, I know now.
Yeah. Okay.
Paul Allen also wants to know, what's the best advice you've ever been given?
The best device or advice?
Advice.
Oh, advice. I thought you said device like an iPhone. The best advice for cricket. You know what? I know why he's asked this. It's because it's something he said a couple of weeks ago. I think the best advice I've ever had was probably from Phil Hudson when I was first playing. And he clearly spotted that I didn't have a natural talent for batting. It probably took him not too long to spot that. Yeah. And he simply just said to me, block the good ball. Wait for the bad. Wait for the bad one.
What happened?
And I think what happens when I block the good one? Sometimes it's too good. He didn't tell me that bit.
Sometimes
and then the bad ones.
Sometimes it's too straight.
Yeah, sometimes it is just too damn straight, and that's not fair. But yeah, and then the bad ones, hit it and see what happens, really. Yeah, so I like that advice. And to be fair, Paul Allen himself gave me similar advice the other week in the nets before lockdown. I was trying to be really careful and really think about what I was doing. And he said, Coops, where do you bat? Replied, specialist 8, obviously. And he said, well, just hit it then. So I did. And he liked it. So yeah. It's advice on, but I welcome advice on batting as long as you're aware.
Know your role.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Paul Allen also asked,
Jesus,
do you have any pre-match rituals other than your bacon butty?
Pre-match rituals other than my bacon butty. Yeah, I went through a period of making sure I had a hole in my sock.
Okay.
Because, I think it was purely because, and I don't like holes in socks normally, but I got a fifer, my first fifer, and when I got changed afterwards, I noticed I had a hole in my sock. So I made sure I had a hole in my sock the week after, and I think I got another 3 wickets. And for a couple of weeks, I think I got a good 3-4 wickets. So for about 3 seasons, I had a hole in my sock. I purposely found the pair of socks that had a hole in. I wouldn't say it's a ritual; it's more of a superstition. But I suppose a pre-match ritual. I just like to go and have a bowl, really.
A drive from Sheffield.
And and a 45-minute drive with a bit of music on. Yeah.
So Matt Wheatcroft wants to know.
Oh God! Don't ask this one, whatever it is.
Why can his mum throw further than you?
That's a fair point. She's probably had more training. She's probably, she's been whacking him round the head for enough years. She's built up the muscle, hasn't she? So.
Yeah, fair point. Then she live with you, and you have the same issue.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Over your parents, are your parents really good at throwing the ball?
No, I think it's genetic. Actually, that's a good point. It's genetic. Coopers can't throw. I challenge you to find a Cooper that can throw.
Okay. Simon.
All right. I want to just point out there, what I lack in throwing, I make up for in chasing the ball down, because I know the further I run, the further I'm going to have to throw it. So that's why.
Get there quickly, cut off the distance.
Yeah.
Good tactics, man. And
cheers.
Finally, Alfie Kelly asked, what was your highest score? Don't know if we've ever heard it. Now, I know interesting fact that your high score is bigger than his high score. So.
Yes, but Alfie's also still a junior.
Counter player.
Fair enough. That's true. Yes, I like that. Do you genuinely want to know? Because I know everyone knows this.
Please enlighten us.
Okay. So to answer Alfred's question, my highest batting score, I believe, is 52 not out at Stanton Bedale. And it was an absolutely fantastic feeling. And I totally understand why people like batting. Can't do it again now.
Was it in a winning effort? I can't remember.
Nope.
Just two late.
We lost. Right, no, right, okay. I'm not going to bore you with it too much. And I know everyone takes the piss anyway. But I was really angry that day. We got put into bat first. Nice sunny day. To be fair, a nice day like this. And I think we were 6 down. I think we were 40 for 6 or something. And I wasn't having it at all. I was really stroppy because, you know, what I got a bowl out there. And we were doing silly shots. It wasn't like it was doing loads of things.
But we had the same issue when we played at Stanton 2 years ago. When we were like 52 all out and I got like 36 of them.
Yeah.
And we were beat that day before we even... That was one of the old prime examples, going back to your coin toss, that we lost the toss that day. And we may as well have been 5 all out because we were all out in the dressing room before the game started.
Yeah. So I was really annoyed because I get told that I play stupid shots and people getting out for stupid shots. Bless him, Tom Hudson was staying in back, you know, proper blocking it out. And somebody else got out with a really silly shot. And I was in next. And I just went, oh, for fuck's sake. Gloves on. I went, this is how you bat. I can't believe I even thought of that.
You need to do that for every innings. Just walk out really angry, go, this is how you do it, lads.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah, I know, but I don't, yeah, but it's, yeah, maybe. But I went out and I was really
What's happening? You get naught. Happens either way, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then you look like an idiot, don't you? This is how you do it, boys, and you get a duck. And I went out, I've just batted. I just really tried not to get out and tried to support Tom. And then I just thought, you know what, balls to this. I just need to hit the ball. Started getting some Caribbean off. The bowler didn't like me. I was getting on one knee on a middle stump Yorker and hitting it because I just didn't care. I thought, we need some runs. I want to bowl at something. And then I kept hitting it. Yes, it's a small ground, whatever. And then suddenly everyone started clapping. So I turned around, thinking it was for the 4, thinking brilliant. And then Boise, I had to shout, Coops, you got your 50. Put your fucking bats in the air.
that sounds like that sounds like Boise.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue. I just thought it was for the shot. So yeah, I did. Yeah, 52 not out, and it was quite a nice day.
What was your better moment? Your first 5 or your first 50?
Oh, first 5 because that's my job.
Yeah.
Definitely. My 52, I know I bang on about it, but it's only because it's never going to... I feel like it... I'm not saying it won't happen again, but let's be honest, everyone was a bit surprised.
Yeah.
But definitely the fifer, yeah. Because, it's my job, innit, to do that. My job when I'm batting is to just try and get some extra runs on the board at the end of the game, or stay in, depending on what the situation is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been a fascinating insight into your 8-year career, basically, in cricket. It's obviously been a short time, but this year we would have had a good chance again. I think you'd have picked up a few more wickets. We had a good chance of promotion this year before one side.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to get started with the team when we do finally get started. It's a good-looking team that we've got in the seconds.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be a nice August. That's all I can say. I think we can start training in July. I think.
Oh yeah, I'm just missing the train. I just want to run around and have a bit of training. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm popping down the ground tomorrow to take some pictures. Got what it looks like. Expect them. But thank you very much for joining us today.
No mugs.
Second part coming up soon. I'm going to go to the toilet first.
Yeah, me too. Good.
But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Pause the recording.
Not a problem.